Actually, you came from academic background, and this time you are transformed into from an industrial background.
Industry, yeah.
So how you see the shift from academic to industry?
Yeah, actually, last time also I realized that this is a very nice background when we can, mix the industry and the academia together, and we can both. I mean, there are so many opportunities where we can work together and solve so many problems. So this is the great background, and I'm so happy to be
Okay.
back here with different side.
Thank you. Apart from building capabilities in solar plants, in cell technology, actually what you do?
Yeah, okay. So the thing is, there are so many departments when the production is going on. There are technology department, which is kind of an R&D department. So what we do, we see what new innovations are going on in solar power fabrication. Because as you know, we have a complete vertically integrated plant there. So we have a 4 gigawatt of cell production, then we have module power, and we have, if we go back, then we have wafer production also. So ingot and wafer, everything we are doing. So it's not that, we cannot do anything without our own innovation team.
Okay.
So this is the team which works on all new kinds of technologies, how we should incorporate into our process and continue with the seamless production.
Okay. So you know that now government has bring in PLI schemes and Atmanirbhar and Made in India concepts. So how Adani Solar lines Government of India mission to make India sustainable in the entire solar panel manufacturing capabilities. And you know India is still dependent on solar paste, which is a
Yeah.
critical component for the
Exactly.
solar
Solar
panels.
fabric,
So
yeah.
what is your view on this? Should India be self-sustainable in solar paste to meet this huge demand for solar panels?
See, this is the great question, and I think Adani is the only platform that can answer it with so much pride that we are the ones who are doing it from past 1 decade till now, and we have our own cell production
Exactly.
unit, which nobody has, the largest and one of a kind ingot and wafer production system. So it's like, no one has that kind of production facility in India. It's like P-type and N-type, both single crystal, monocrystalline ingots we develop there, and not just that, we cut our own wafers and we use that in our production. So it's like a complete supply
Entire
chain.
downstream and upstream both you have.
Exactly, that we have maintained there. So we are on the line, like we are completely aligned with the government of India's vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat. And not just that, in module fabrication, we require all different kinds of ancillaries like encapsulants, glass, aluminum frames. So everything we are making under one roof there.
It's
in
all
one
indigenous
campus.
products.
Yes, everything is indigenous. And as comes to silver paste, of course, currently we are importing it, and it's a little bit tricky material, and research is of course ongoing
Because
in
lot of
country
research
also.
should be done because
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
capital intensive.
It is
And
very much capital intensive,
Intensive.
and so much IP is
Yes,
also there.
IP is there.
Protected. So, but it's not like it cannot be done.
So are you working on paste technology? as of
Currently,
now?
it's not on the table as such. Like actively, we are not there, but it's not completely off the table also. But we can maybe after some time comment on it in a more
Okay.
clarity.
Now
Yeah.
you are well aware that there's shift in technology from PRC to TOPCon and all.
Yeah.
So the advancement technology may bring the usage of silver in the solar panels. So how you take this? Whether it is a gift for the silver industry or it is otherwise, because your silver consumption will come down in the panels. Change in
Yeah.
technology.
Actually, the thing is, PERC is P-type technology, and in PERC we apply silver only on the top.
Okay.
But when we shift to TOPCon or HJT, these are N-type technologies, and we need to apply silver on both sides of
sides, okay.
wafer. So ultimately, the consumption increases. And so if we see only at that perspective that okay, the silver amount is increasing, so we have many more opportunities there, but we need to correlate it with the solar power production also. So if the solar power production is too much, the most of the silver reserve which we have is getting used only in paste. Then it can be a problem, in long term,
So
but not right now.
So most of the silver will be converted into paste rather than for other applications.
For other applications, yeah.
Okay.
There is a possibility if if we go for terawatt scale of production of HJT or TOPCon, because it takes approximately
22 megawatt per gigawatt, 22 tons per gigawatt is what TOPCon is taking.
Yeah, and it's kind of 2 to 2.3 times higher than PERC. So we have to make a balance in that case.
How you see a threat from other alternate materials to silver?
Yeah,
belong to,
so-
because now the price has gone up.
Yeah.
So whether industry will start working in an alternative to silver.
Exactly. So the thing is, for HJT paste, for HJT architecture of solar cells, it is a lower temperature curable paste is required there. So there we can use alternative materials like copper paste is being used. It's also in very research phase till
Okay.
now. So it's not in production as such, because there are so many issues like adhesion problem is there, reliability issues are there. Then to overcome it, they use there is another innovative material which is like copper coated with silver.
Okay.
So those kinds of pastes are also being used, but it's not too much like currently in mainstream. So we have to
Mainstream.
wait for some time to.
So you don't see any potential threat for other materials to take over silver in
Not
this
right now.
technology.
Not right now.
Thank you, Shivani Parekh. Look forward to further silver conference also. Have you a pleasant day in Goa and Silver.